everybody. Welcome to my channel, Ken's Hobbies. Little brief update here that I'm going to touch on before we get into actual footage. Number one, in my second video, just replaying it to see where I catch some details of where it left off. First thing I noticed that I got correct. There's a section there about E1 with the new type SSD cards. My son my youngest son that is, he came over one and said, "Dad, I got in the wrong spot. That I wanted the closest to the CPU." And what I thought to be a heat shrink, when he showed me and corrected it for me and moved it over one more channel. I didn't know about the fact about you had to put that one underneath this particular heat shield. So he did that, and lo and behold, when he took it off, I seen this just like paste underneath. You have to peel this little plastic strip off the top side as well as the bottom side. Then put the SSD in, lock it down, put this heat shrink back on top. And he explained it to me as to why it was done that way, because of the processor that I'll be running and the amount of heat that it'll be distributing is why it's being done that way. I said, oh, well, ain't that interesting? You see, another fact proves how these things are built for the young generation and leaves us old-timers in the dust. We got to depend upon the young generation now for anything new, it seems. Anyhow, that was one fact that I had to update you on. The other one is I'm still waiting word to come back from either Newegg, MSI, or Be Quiet regarding the two brackets that I forgot to take off of the original motherboard I had when I first started with this project. And I have not heard word back yet. So I got on the old phone today and I phoned these all companies. Well, I did as usual. Got a little bit of a runaround. Well, you got to contact this person, or you got to contact that one. Seemed to go around like this. So finally, I got a hold of the outfit where I originally bought the board from, which was Newegg, and the guy give me the RAM number, or the what do they call it? RMA number. So I looked through all my emails, I found it, gave him that information. He did spend quite a bit of time on with me, and he says I'll do some tracing there because we received the board such and such date, and we have to look into it, and I'll personally give you a phone call back and let you know the results. Took my phone number, and he says I'll have a result within 48 hours. So I'm still in the waiting game to proceed. Another note is where you seen me using my old laptop and saying about knocking the power out. Well, I found out why. The power cord right at the very back of the unit connection broke. So I did a repair on that. I had to do a repair and resolder the ground wire on it that was breaking contact, losing the power to the unit. Oh, and last thing I'd like to mention is thank you very much to Vice Grip Garage for Derek there. I placed an order with him because I have a problem. My caps don't want to stay on my head every time I bend down. I originally had this cap on there. Of course, it fell off my head. When I bent down, I looked and looked and looked for almost 2 months. Could not find it. So I placed an order with him to replace it. It just came today. There's my new one. Opening the box, I also, when he offered the old novelty items of his spark plugs, or as he calls them, sparkulators. Little novelty item with a picture even of his Independence Chevelle, which has a story you have to follow. You just go to Vice Grip Garage YouTube channel and you'll see the entire series where he built this Chevelle and where he originally found it from. Also in the box, what a lovely Christmas card he sent. Thank you very much, Derek. I really appreciate it. Wife loves it too. So, once again, Derek, thank you very much. Muchly appreciated it. Oh, and last, before I forget, my apologies over the last 2 videos that I posted. The last one, I forgot to crop the black bars out of it and not realizing it, posting it. So I corrected it, went to straighten it out and replace it with a newer version, and I accidentally deleted the one before by accident. So I had to delete the present one and replace both of them on the same date. So that is why you now see 2 videos posted on the same day, is because of my boo-boo. So I'm sorry about that. The first video, the updating one, I did have 35 views on it before the accidental delete, and the second one, before I saw the mistake, had 7, and then in correcting the first one in front of it, I noticed there was 5 views already. So my apologies to all those who viewed the original one there, and I lost any likes or dislikes or any comments. So once again, my apologies to it. Just a quick brief update. This is my cooler that I'm waiting for the brackets so that I can bolt this down. This is screwed down. It's a plate that goes on top, in between here on top, that bolts us down to the CPU. I was told to be an answer within 48 hours, and I did get a response there from Newegg. Said order placed, no charge. When I track it down, it doesn't show any items there, so I'm assuming when the order was placed that these are the brackets that it was talking about. So apparently they're on the way. So it'd be approximately a week before I get them. So I thought I'd make this short little video just to keep you updated of what's happening with the updating and rebuilding of my computer. So thanks for watching, and do stay tuned for the final episode.